society tells you growing up you should fantasize about kicking a ball and dream about that, but it didn't really interest me.
I was not necessarily a tough growing up, but I was a hard worker, and I was you know what? I was smart. That's what I was. And wits beat toughness any day of the week.
That's
and
awesome.
Twice on Sunday. So I knew what I needed to do. I needed to learn combat sport. I needed to learn martial arts, gain confidence in surroundings, and then rise up.
I had a self-defense mind. I was aware. Where I come from and where I grew up, you had to be aware. You had to be able to defend yourself. So that's how I got into it.
I overcame a lot of adversity and a lot of hard work to get to that octagon.
I look at the tough guys back then.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Yeah.
They're not tough no more.
I am happy that I have put martial arts in the spotlight in my country and shown it for what it is, true dedication and a beautiful discipline.
No Irishman has done what I have done. I opened up pathways for my people. We came steaming through the door, thanks to my belief and my hard work.
Before me, there was no Irishman that had succeeded in the UFC. There was no one. I could not look to my mother and father and say, look at this Irishman, look at his successful fighting career, because there was no one before me. So I was the first one. I had to convince them what I was going to do. There are many, many young kids who are seeing the path now. There are many, many parents of young kids who are seeing my path and encouraging their kids into the game of martial arts.
I always like to focus on the good, because the good shines through. But where I come from, we're not supposed to climb to these heights. We're told that. It's instilled in us. And I wanted to break that mold and pave the way, open up paths. And that's what I'm doing, and I'm happy and honoured for it. An Irishman in the UFC was literally, and I mean literally, laughed at. We were laughed at. I was laughed at when I said we were going to get to the UFC. Myself and my team were going to get to the UFC. Never mind get a win. Never mind even get a win in the UFC. Then win a belt. Then win the second belt. I've just used all that fuel that I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna outwork everyone that says I cannot do it. And that's what I did, and that's how I rose up, and long may it continue. To keep positive and have belief in where you're going, and you're able to, you can almost visually create your entire world. No, not almost, you actually can. I would practice like little parts of it, like when we were driving into the shopping mall, the car park, I would always visualize that the car park space right at the front door would be empty for me, waiting for us to pull up. I kept building on that, and I got better at it, and I became so damn good at it that I was able to go into bouts against undefeated fighters, people with insane fighting legacies, and I was able to go in front of the world and tell the world, I'm gonna knock this man out with this exact shot at this exact time, and I done it back to back to back.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm chained and I'm carrying a cross or something. And then when I get to that octagon, I'm peeling it all off. And when I finally step foot in that octagon and place my bare feet on that special UFC canvas, I feel free. Now what I am doing this for is finally here. You're giving everything you've got. You're in there to die. You're prepared to die in there. I am prepared to die in there, and I'm also prepared to kill in there.
It's a ruthless game. You have to be willing, because you can go in there, and when you come out, you're a different person.